Hello, my name is Shondon Bardell, and I'm here with Josh Verbanets from Meeting of Important People. Welcome to Parks Unplugged. We are in the beautiful Harrison Hills doing a concert series where we're going to do a continuation of these in all 9 parks throughout Allegheny County.
9 total parks.
We have 9 parks. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, have you ever been here?
I have not, and I grew up in Plumboro, so not too far from here. This is like a hidden gem. I've never been.
It is exactly what it is, a hidden gem, unspoken park, really.
I know. It's the forgotten park of Allegheny County, but not for long. Not after today's video.
Not after today's video. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to start with a song. Is that okay with you?
That'd be great. Yeah. So I'm gonna play. We're filming this in the summer of 2020. It's been a turbulent year, turbulent few months, a really turbulent week. I'm going to play a song called Got a Clean Head that is about getting through a really difficult time and trying to manage all of the different voices that are kind of pulling you in different directions, right? Here we go. They told me I was ringing like a bell. I was doing the things that you don't do too well. They told me I was looking like heck. I was late on my bills and my yard was a wreck. They told me I was thinking too much. I was chasing the girls and was sleeping through brunch. They told me I was acting real mean. Didn't know I was being obscene. Now I got a clean head, I'm feeling fine. Said I got a clean head, and oh my my. Now I got a clean head, stars align when you got a clean head. Yeah, I got a clean head, I'm feeling fine. Now I got a clean head, I know what's mine. Said I got a clean head, the stars align when you got a clean head. They told me I was ringing like a bell. I was doing the things that you don't do too well. They told me I was laughing through tears. Haven't been to a dentist appointment in years. They told me I was lying through teeth. I was telling the truth, so that's all news to me. You know me, I was looking for a fight. I'm turning it over tonight, 'cause now I got a clean head. I'm feeling fine. I got a clean head and on my mind. I got a clean head. The stars align when you got a clean head. Yeah, I got a clean head. I'm doing things. I got a clean head. I live what I dream. I got a clean head, or so it seems when you got a clean head. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh 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 oh. They told me I was ringing like a bell. I was doing the things that you don't do too well. You saw me, I was stuffing my face. Well, I'll never go back to that place, 'cause now I got a clean head. I'm feeling fine. Said I got a clean head. I'll walk the line. Now I got a clean head. The stars align when you got a clean head. Yeah, I got a clean head. The people wave. I got a clean head. It's a brand new day. I got a clean head. I'm proud to say that I got a clean head.
Yes!
Thank you.
That is so good.
I should have. Thank you. See, it's such a friendly park.
Oh my gosh.
I should have warned you that I was going to break into loud singing. I feel like I should have been like, there's going to be a loud part to this song. It started so mellow, and then, oh my goodness.
Absolutely no problem at all.
Thank you.
What a good time feel your music brings.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. I love it.
Appreciate it.
So we definitely need to talk about just your life, the band forming. I just want to get to know you a little bit on a more personal level.
That'd be great. What better place than
know.
Harrison Hills Park?
I
Yeah.
know.
So our band started in 2000, maybe 2007, 2008. We were in other bands at the time, and it's funny now being 2020. We've been around for over a decade. We were sort of like kids in our early 20s, and little by little, the three of us, the three core members, myself, our drummer Matt Miller, who now lives in Erie, we miss him very much, and our bass player Aaron Bubenheim, we would come together at house parties and stuff and just be playing little songs that I'd made up. And little by little, it turned into more of a serious project, and we put our first album out in 2009. And it was right around the time that a lot of Pittsburgh media was kind of really picking up on local music. Ben Hart and his symphony, Joy Ike, a few really talented performers had kind of broken out of feeling like a local band, and WYP and the City Paper and Post-Gazette were now really highlighting these artists, and suddenly you could hear us next to a Ray LaMontagne song or right next to MGMT on the radio. And so it turned into being just a little more than being like your friend's band for the first time for us.
I love that. I love that story. So you have three main members of the band, correct?
Yeah.
You have Aaron.
Yep. Aaron, Matt, and myself.
And
we
yourself.
we now play with Clark Slater, who is an amazing guitar player. He plays with the Gathering Field.
That's wonderful.
A wonderful, wonderful dude, and it kind of helps to have more voices in the mix. The more voices that can help cover up, like your cracking, strained voice, the better.
That's so funny. Brittany Lane.
Yeah.
We should definitely, Brittany Lane, Don't Care. That's one of my favorite songs.
Of all time?
Well, yesterday I was listening to all of your records, just over again. I've seen a lot of your shows. I've been to a lot of your shows in the city. Mr. Smalls, shout out.
Yeah, sure.
So I was just listening back, and it's been a while since I listened back, and I just love it. I just love that song. I love your first album. So talk a little bit about your first album.
Yeah, our first album we did in my basement in Etna. So shout out to Etna, Pennsylvania, at the county. Our friend Bill Deasy, who helps organize these events, knows a lot about Etna. There's a lot of creative energy in the area. I bought a house when I was 24, 25 in Etna, and the whole point of it was to have a big basement where we could record, where we could rehearse, so you could wake up at that age at noon and have breakfast and then just kind of go down a couple steps, and you'd have your practice space right there, and your friends would come over. We'd eat Etna pizza, every night. So our record was made just kind of at our own pace. We had our own equipment in the basement at my house, and we took it to Jake Hanner, who's in an amazing Pittsburgh band called Denora, and he is a recording engineer, mixing, mastering, and he mixed and mastered that album, and just set him on a whole course of every year when WYEP does their top 5 local releases. It seems like Jake Hanner is always involved. Just his ability, his sound. He's been a collaborator of ours ever since, for over a decade. And so yeah, this song was on our first album. It's kind of a nonsense. It's supposed to sound like a eulogy or something, just putting a bunch of little people's names in. And yeah, would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear
Okay.
it. I would love to.
Thank you for being a good sport. This song is called Brittany Lane, Don't Care. That kid, Joe Klein, born in 1989, studied in Northside, the College of the King's Design, landed a gold mine, he's buried neath the crossroads sign. I really don't mind, it's happened since the dawn of Brittany Lane, don't care. Brittany Lane, don't care. And it's all on a dance, and the reins are hers. The cure ain't taken, I'll tell you what you ought to do. Why give it all up if no one's giving up for Brittany Lane, don't care. Brittany Lane, don't care. And it's all on a dare, and gotta be free. You're holding on to bottles, holding on to bottles, yeah, holding on to bottles. He loves a girl he just met, but I don't think he will for long. That kid right there, he's the one who's got the stare. That kid right there, he's the one who's got the Brittany Lane don't care. Brittany Lane don't care. And it's all on a day, and the rains I heard. Well, Allison don't care. Sebastian don't care. Stephanie don't care. Blah, 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 don't care. Try to imagine a big piano at the end on that last chord.
The production on that song also is just so good. It makes like, when it's not unplugged, Unplugged is amazing as well. And it's so crazy that you can keep the rhythm.
Oh, thank you.
That you can keep that kind of rhythm in the different dynamic of tempos that you have throughout this song. What is your writing style? Like how do you do this?
Great question. A lot of the songs in Meeting of Important People, I'm mostly the primary songwriter, I have been over the years, are little ideas that came to me. They're very rarely when I'm sitting holding a guitar. Most of my life, a lot of the songs that I've written have been either I woke up with a little idea for a melody. Many years ago, I worked in a video store, and so a customer would come in and I'd just be like zoning out, and they would say something, and in my head, just their statement would turn into a little song melody, and I'd be like, wait, you're asking me if I have Rush Hour on VHS, but hang on, I gotta remember this. And I'd jot down whatever their question had been, it would sometimes just turn into a little musical motif in my head that would be a hook that later I would listen back to all my voice memos where I had like sung in the corner, and I'd have enough stuff to cobble together songs. So a lot of our early stuff, like that Brittany Lane song, you can tell there's like a couple little pieces that had been ideas from over maybe a couple month period that I thought, well, I need a little thing after the verse. Oh, there's this little thing that we could throw in. As the years went on, now I think I write a little more organically, where I try to actually tell a full story or communicate a full idea. But back then it was more just, I was pretending to be Kurt Cobain, and you just cobble together that line, and then that'll keep them guessing, throw that line in,
Well, Josh, it was working, and it's still working. I mean, every album is so good. You guys have such like a timeless feel. I love it.
Cool, thank you.
But going back real quick to Brittany Lane Don't Care, I just have to talk to you about the video.
Yeah.
I need to know how you guys made that. The cardboard pieces in that video are so detailed. Did that take you like an entire year to build that set?
It didn't take a year, but it took like a summer. So Tom Glunt, who's a great film director, and he's in video game development. He develops video games. I think he lives on the West Coast. He was a young director who came to us with the idea of doing a cardboard city video. This was kind of at the dawn of like viral videos, right? OK Go had the treadmill video, and we were moving towards that kind of Web 2.0, where the way to be noticed or to continue a conversation about your band was to have a video that was unique like that. So he had the concept of, what if we build a cardboard city? And we reached out to a bunch of our friends, and it was really fun. The word got out in the arts community and makers. And so all these people just converged whenever they could for a half hour here, an hour there, on this warehouse space that we had in Bloomfield. I would drive to Construction Junction in Point Breeze and just lift a ton of cardboard from the recycling, and we would transport it to the space. And it took 6 weeks, I believe, to build that set, maybe a month.
It seems like it would have been longer. It is so intricate, so detailed, and like, it's one of the videos that you just don't want to turn away. Like I watched the whole thing, and like I barely ever do that with anything. Please watch the whole video of this.
Wait, if you can't sit for 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I can't help you. It's short. It's a short song. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and she like loves the video.
I have a 3-year-old son.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. You got to show him the video. Like it'll sort of like occupy your kid for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And to my daughter, it's like, there's daddy with floppy hair in a cardboard city. So it kind of just blows your mind.
I love it. I love it. I just had to talk to you about it. It was super cool.
Cool. Thank you.
Let's talk about WQED series where you guys shot, or I don't know, what did they shoot? Was it a live show or was it like a radio thing?
Yeah, it was a live segment that WQED shot a few years back on a rooftop in downtown Pittsburgh. We were working with the Cultural Trust to play live. They were doing movie screenings on the top of one of the Cultural Trust parking garages, and they asked us to play in front of the screen. And the event ended up being rained out, so the only thing that happened was we got to play, and then they had to cancel the movie. So if you're looking for a refund from summer 2016, I can't help you. But yeah, we played this song, I Know Every Street, which is kind of dedicated to Pittsburgh and to like Yinzer culture.
Is there anywhere that they can go back and look at that performance on the rooftop?
Yes, I do believe it's on YouTube. If you just search Meeting of Important People, Brittany Lane, or WQED, Meeting of Important People, you'll get to see me. I'm wearing these great like cut off like dorky shorts because it was 103 degrees.
Right.
I couldn't, the aesthetics, they weren't there. But you can watch it if you want to see me in cutoffs.
I do.
Okay, great. Highly recommend it.
Can you play it for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Get a capo. So this song is about Yinzer culture.
Sweet.
It's called I Know Every Street. Okay, this is dedicated to Matt Miller, our drummer, who works in he's a nurse. He works in the COVID-19 unit in Erie. So he is currently literally on those front lines. Hopefully we will look back at this video and remember this time as positively as we can, but he is an awesome dude and we miss him in Pittsburgh.
All right, that one actually is my favorite one.
I see the hits just keep on
I
coming.
know, they're so good.
You never know what you're going to hear at Harrison Hills Park.
I know. And look at this view.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Just amazing. Lovely.
All of your records have just newly been published on Spotify.
Yeah. So years and years ago, we signed a distribution deal when the band was first out and when streaming and digital was new. And the rights to our music was really tied up by a label that they basically had the option to publish them. So as new stores and new technologies would come up, this label was kind of controlling the artwork and the track listing, and they had the masters.
That label recently went out of business, and they were very cool. They gave us the digital rights back. So as of summer 2020, any music that you're looking for Meeting of Important People, the band that I'm in, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube publishing, it's all controlled by us now. So we went back to the old artwork, and yeah, so the whole library is out there. The albums are kind of short, so it's a good 22-minute car trip. Maybe you're driving to Glenn's Custard, over the hillside here.
I just played everything on shuffle yesterday when I was cleaning my house.
Oh, how'd it go?
Great.
Yeah.
It's just such feel-good music, and I think, did you record in town?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff. So the first album we did by ourselves, and then pretty much everything after that we've done with Jake Hanner from Denora. So he has his own studio space. It's like a, I can't talk highly enough about it. It's like a project studio. It's not like a giant Abbey Road tracking room. It's more a space to go and be creative. He works very quickly, very affordably, and everyone I know from a huge diverse cross-section of genres, hip-hop artists, R&B artists, pop artists, garage rock artists, folk acoustic, have worked with Jake. So I really recommend anybody out there who's looking for a recording engineer, work with Jake Hanner.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great. Josh, it was so lovely to meet you. It was
pleasure.
so wonderful to hear about your career as a musician here in Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
Can you close us out with a song?
Yeah, I'll play a lullaby. This song is called Don't Wait Up For Me. This is on our newer album, Troika, which is also newly on Spotify. This is supposed to be a song about whenever you just want to stay up all night and watch TV, so you're hiding from your significant other. Don't wait up for me. Don't wait up for me. When you're out there on the green, I'm sitting home, I'm sipping tea. There's nowhere in this world I'd rather be. So don't wait up for me. Don't wait up for me. Don't wait up for me. When you're lying in the dream, I'm sitting home, I'm watching scenes. It doesn't matter if there's nothing left. It doesn't matter if there's been misled. I say there's nowhere in this world I'd rather be. So don't wait up for me. Nothing left. It doesn't matter if you don't connect. I say there's nowhere in this world I'd rather be. So don't wait up for me. Don't wait up for me. Don't wait up for me. Don't wait up for me.
Perfect song to close us out. Josh, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Great to see you.
You heard it, folks. Josh Verbanets of Meeting of Important People. Please go check out his stuff on Spotify, and we will see you next time on Parks Unplugged.